Are all of them CSEE or CESO eligible? Or CESOs at least? Lahat po ng Senior Vice President ng PhilHealth.
So itong mga senior vice presidents, hindi itong mga existing positions, ginawa lang to, pero walang approval sa inyo.
Ano sinabi po ng abogado ninyo na gumawa niyan? Wala akong personality. Can you imagine that? Mr. Chairman,
Honorable Marcoleta.
pwede mo bang pahiram sa akin yung martilyo mo? Ano po bang tuntunin kapag ka salary grade 24? Sa tuntunin ng civil service, di ba? Master's degree?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor. Kasi ang requirement ng...
Ano po yung salary grade ni Dr. Pargas? Dr. Pargas, ano salary grade mo?
Mr. Chair, salary grade 28 po.
Oh, sa tuntunin ng CSC salary grade 24, dapat master's degree. Salary grade 24, wala siyang master's degree, di ba? 28, mas mataas pa nga yun eh.
Doctor of Medicine.
Huwag na natin pag-usapan ng detalye na yan, Madam Chairperson. Alam mo, kukunti lang ang panahon namin eh. Ito yung sinasabi namin. Yung dapat sana natuntunin ay dapat ninyong panagutan. Hindi ganun lamang. Masyado kayong maluwag eh, pagka PhilHealth. Kasi minsan PhilHealth, pupunta sa CSC yung opisyal ninyo. Meron yata ngayon, Mr. Chair, no, opisyalis o attorney 4 yata o attorney 5 ng civil service galing sa PhilHealth. Pero itinatanong ko po sa inyo kanina, Madam Chairperson, may sumulat sa inyo eh. 8 inasunto, administrative charges na PhilHealth officials. Nakiusap po, sumulat sa inyo na kung po pwede sana ibigyan nyo sila ng audience. Binigyan nyo po ba sila ng audience? April po yun, 2019. Bakit po? Baka ba tayo yung kausapin? Ito nga po, nakikita namin merong pagkakasalungatan eh.
Okay.
Merong grupo dito, merong grupo doon. So kapag ang grupo wala siyang tulay sa inyo, ganun po yung nangyayari.
If you can give us the names, Your Honor, because they're just, we have many cases that are in our folders right now. So who are these people? Because we have a list of the pending.
Madam, ang sinasabi ko pong sulat was received by your office on April 25, 2019. Sulat po ito ng 8
Yes.
sa mga naasunto. Humihiling sa inyo ng konting panahon. Ang tinatanong ko po, hindi pala ninyo alam to eh. Bakit? Baka naman hindi ka panalig po ninyo ito, kaya hindi man lang nyo.
Okay.
Kasi po kami, may sumulat ng gano'n, nakikiusap. Hindi po pwedeng hindi namin harapin eh.
Your Honor, may I, again, what is the date that was received? Because I have a list here.
April 20,
April 25,
2019.
2019.
April 5.
Ang petsa po ng sulat, April 24, 2019. O tinago po siguro ng mga kasamahan ninyo dahil sa baka hindi nila kabalahibo itong mga ito. Ito po yung nahalata namin eh. Kaya nga po malinaw, parang talagang may sinusuppress talaga dyan eh. Pagkatas makikinig po kami sa isang video na hindi naman namin alam kung sinong kumuha niyan. Maubos lang po yung panahon namin.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Your Honor,
Nahanap po ninyo?
all the documents that passes through me, I won't remember, especially now that you're talking about 2019. But if you can tell us, Your Honor, the names of those, because
So-
you were saying April.
Mr. Chair, ako pa po ngayon ang magiging messenger. Ako pa pala ang magbibigay sa kanila ng, sa mga tweet, tinanggap ng kanilang opisina, talagang hindi inaksyonan. Malinaw naman po dito eh. Resibado eh.
Honorable
Mr. Chair,
Marcoleta, you
tapusin ko na lang kasi
Yes.
PhilHealth lang naman ito. Mamaya na po sa ibang...
Oo.
Tungkol po doon sa hindi pag-file ng MR nung tamad na abogado ng DepEd na yon. Wala po kayong ginawa kasi. Kasi ang ayaw naman yung kilalanin yung motion for reconsideration ko eh. Dininay nyo yung aking MR, kaya yung principal na yon namamayagpag. Nakabalik po. Nakabalik. Iyon po ba'y mabuti sa public service? Ang aking pong motion for reconsideration, inayawan ninyo. Ibig sabihin, ginamit nyo technicality. Meron kayong ginamit na jurisprudence, ni kesyo ni ganito. Hindi po kami magkapareho nung kasong sinight ninyo eh. I am an elected representative of the people. Nagkataon po party list ako. Nationwide po kami. Anong sinabi po ng abogado ninyo na gumawa niyan? Wala akong personality. Can you imagine that? Mr. Chairman,
Honorable Marcoleta.
pwede mo bang pahiram sa akin yung martilyo mo para bumaba lang? Kasi pagka ganito, napakasimple po ng pinag-uusapan. Tingnan po ninyo dahil sa ginawa ninyo, nakabalik yung principal na yon. namamayagpag. Sige, medyo patatawa na lang ako, Mr. Chair. Kasi pagka kasi hawak ko yung martilyo mo, yan ang papakalma sa akin. Alam naman ni Congressman Barberson, kasi matagal ko ng barkada yan. I will wind up, Mr. Chair. Ang nakikita po ninyo is a pattern. Imbes na po ang civil service talagang gawin ang tungkulin, ituwid ang pagkakamali, sila ang maging kasangkapan para palutangin ang totoo. Lalong-lalo na sa PhilHealth, ang pagsisinop, pangangalaga, pagproteksyon ng fund, kailangan. Kailangan bang ang isang constitutional body kagaya ng CSC, dapat sila yung malaki ang ano diyan ang contribution ang pagtulong Wag din yung pabababain po yung standard po ng mga taong pinagtiwalaan po na sila ang magkukumpuni o sila yung magsisinop ng pondo ng PhilHealth. Pataasin pa nga dapat natin Ang pattern kasi malinaw Mr. Chair. Napakilaki ng pattern. Nakikita ko yung sa buwatan, mga PhilHealth, mga DepEd. Parang yung ikagagaling, ayaw nila Yung ikagaganda ng takbo ng bureaucracy, parang ayaw nila Pati ba naman ako, tatanggihan naman ako na wala ro akong personalidad na file ng motion for reconsideration na inilalabang ko na nga, maling-mali na nga yung principle na yun.
Thank you.
Yun lamang po,
Honorable
Mr.
Duterte.
Chair.
I want to ask the chairperson Bala about the PhilHealth qualifications of senior officers. Are all of them CSEE or CESO eligible or CESOs at least? Lahat po ng senior vice president ng PhilHealth. Madam Bala.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just to put it into context, the qualification standards that was set by the Civil Service Commission was for generic positions. For example, if you are salary grade 24, it's a generic. But and then at the same time, we also say that the agencies are allowed to set higher standards.
Yes.
In the case of the positions in the PhilHealth, they use the generic, Your Honor, because the approved plantilla position did not specify that there is such a thing as SVP for legal, SVP for actuary. There's none. So they just use it. So that on the basis of the submission of the appointments of these people, our regional offices attested them because they meet the minimum requirements.
So, Madam Chairperson, ilan ang approved plantilla positions sa senior vice president ng PhilHealth? Seven.
Ano po, Dino, on the record, 7. 7.
What are these 7 positions? Sa plantilla, describe the plantilla of the 7 senior vice president positions. Ano yung plantilla nila? Positions. Mr. Mas.
Habang tinitingnan yung, habang inano mo, ang binanggit mo kong Rimulya, Chairman Bala. So itong mga senior vice presidents, hindi itong mga existing positions, ginawa lang to, pero walang approval sa inyo. Based on the questions of the Honorable Rimulya.
Your Honor, I said the organizational structure and the plantilla positions were approved by GCG. And that the position classification, it did not spell out that there's such a thing as SVP for legal, SVP for the positions. And so therefore, they use the minimum qualification
Minimum
standards
qualification.
equivalent to the salary grade that they are entitled
And the
to.
SVPs are salary grade 28?
SVP is salary grade 28.
28. So as salary grade 28, what are the minimum requirements of the Civil Service Commission for these persons to be able to hold on to their position or to be qualified for their position?
Master's degree, Your Honor. And then if it's a practice of profession, they should be a license. Like for example, if it's a lawyer position, they should be a lawyer passer, okay. And then 5 years of experience and 120 hours of training in management.
So in the case of Mr. De Rosario, what made you approve his qualification as Vice President for Legal of PhilHealth?
The basis, as I've said, Your Honor, it was based on a generic position title because there was no assignation that this is for the legal.
Sa madaling salita, ma'am, kung ikaw ay naging direktor sa isang ahensya ng gobyerno, pagpalagay po natin, for example, yung sa housing, dyan po ko nang galing, na legal, may 120 hours ka, abogado ka, pwede ka na magiging senior vice president ng PhilHealth.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Your Honor, because it was not spelled out in the approved plantilla that this SVP is for legal. So they use the generic qualification standards, Your Honor. So therefore, when they submit the appointments for attestation by the Civil Service Commission, it would appear that they met the minimum qualification standards. And so I think this is one of the areas, Your Honor, that probably need to be looked into when approving plantilla of agencies under GCG. They should ensure that it should be very specific.
Madam Chair, no, I just want to ask Mr. Dennis Mas. Dennis Mas, hindi ba ikaw ang naglakad ng pag-approve ng CSC ng appointment ni SVP Del Rosario?
Yung appointment yan, sir, matapos ma-issuehan ng PhilHealth Board ng resolution confirming, kasi sa PhilHealth ang appointing authorities, the board, sinasubmit ho yan ng aming Human Resource Department sa CSC.
Ikaw yung sa Human Resource.
Hindi,
The
Your
Human
Honor.
Resource Department is under you?
Yung manager ho namin sa Human Resource Department, si Ms. Cheryl Welan.
So what do you do as management services? Hindi ba sa iyo ang Human Resources?
Below, sir. Pero ang nagsasubmit yan sa sa Civil Service Commission, sa NCR, kasi diyan naka-assign ng PhilHealth yung ating Human Resource Department. So sinubmit nila ito last year, and this January, binalidate nila ang appointment ng SVP for Legal as to be compliant doon sa...
No, the CSC did not affirm it as SVP for legal but only SVP. Tama ba yan?
SVP position ho.
So yung paggawa nyo ng posisyon ng SVP legal, yun lang ang ginawa nyong paraan para mag-appoint kayo na Senior Vice President. Bali yun ang lumalabas.
Ito pa pala, sir, no? Kasi ka-assign ko lang dito nung
VP Mas, can you please speak louder?
2017.
Speak up.
Naka-assign ko lang kasi dito sa MSS nung December 2017. So ni-research nga namin dito ang background kung bakit ganito yung naging qualification standards ng mga SVP position sa PhilHealth, no? And I only learned this Monday na yung PhilHealth Board of Directors pala nung 2014, nag-pass sila ng Resolution 1894. It is a resolution approving the non-station specific nature of executive and managerial positions in the corporation that was issued, prescribing that all appointments that will be made to executive managerial positions in the corporation shall be non-station specific.
So ang sinasabi mo, Mr. Mas, anybody can be appointed Senior Vice President without any designation or without any responsibility attributed to the position.
Yes, sir. Kasi meron silang board resolution na nalaman ko lang nung Monday na ganun pala talaga yung intention.
Pero gaano katagal na merong Senior Vice President legal ang PhilHealth? How long has this practice been going on that a Senior Vice President for the legal sector exists in PhilHealth? Gaano katagal na ito? May sagot kami sa Pargas. How long? Ever since you were in PhilHealth, lagi ba kayong may SVP for legal?
Mr. Chair, sorry sir, paki-clarify lang po.
Ever since you were in PhilHealth 20 years ago, meron na ba kayong SVP for legal? For legal?
As far as I remember, sir, yes. SVP for legal.
Pero,
SVP for...
Honorable Rimulya, doon kasi sa batas, ang nakalagay sa even the past laws noong 1995, nagkaroon ng amenda, gagawa ang mismong board ng kanilang structure. And the structure that they have now, I think since 2013, I'm sorry, hindi 2013, since 20...
There was 2007.
Oh, yung
Mr.
2007
Chairman.
structure nila is the structure that they carry until now. So, ayun nga nagiging problema. Dapat naging stricto na tayo doon pa lang sa batas, or at least yung oversight natin talaga, nakita kaagad to, na hindi na lang ganito yung nangyari na minimum requirements, kung ano nung position
Mr. Chairman, ang punto ko lang ganito, no? Basta may opening kasi ng isang posisyon sa itaas, eto na, nag-uuna na sila kung sino ilalagay na pupuno. Mr. Mas, I asked you earlier, di ba? Because you were the one who answered my question before, na paano pumasa sa CSC yung appointment ni Attorney Del Rosario ikaw ang sumagot ng tanong dati, di ba? Remember that? During that hearing? When I asked Attorney De Rosario about his appointment as SVP for Legal, passing through the Civil Service Commission, you spoke up and said that there was already a lowering of qualification because you were the one who spoke to the CSC about it. Tama ba yan?
I can't remember that, sir. What I said earlier was that yung appointment niya validated na ng commission noong January of this year. So
Can you speak
validated na
louder,
yung kanyang opinion, ibig sabihin yung kanyang qualification standards ay validated and then na-meet niya. Kaya ang tatak sa kanyang appointment validated.
Mr. Mas, si Mr. De Rosario has been a close friend of yours since the 1990s, am I correct? Magkababayan kayo?
1998 pa yan, sir, na hire siya. Ako naman na 2000. So we come from the same province, pero wala siyang kinalaman kung bakit ako napasok.
And in the same high school, from the same high school?
Oh, yes, sir. The same school. Pero 1 year ahead siya sa akin.
1 year ahead. Ang nanay mo, teacher niya, di ba?
Hindi, sir. Yung nanay ko ho, college teacher, hindi.
College teacher.
Yes.
But you went to the same school.
Yes, sir. Sa
With Mr. De Rosario.
Antique National School.
Antique.
Pero ahead siya sa akin.
Kailan ka naging SVP, Mr. Mas?
Ako naging SVP ako October 24, 2017.
2017.
Yes.
Ilang taong ka nung naging SVP ka? How old were you?
45 ako ngayon, mga 42 siguro, sir.
You were 42. So you hold a master's degree, Mr. Mas, or are you a CPA?
Meron ho ako, sir, bachelor's degree. Meron akong dalawang diploma sa Human Resource Management. Meron akong diploma in Urban and Regional Planning sa UP. Meron akong dalawang master's degree ulit sa UP, Master of Management in Public Management at saka Master of Arts in Urban and Regional Planning, of course, sa UP. And then nagkaroon ako ng PhD sa UP din, Urban and Regional Planning. Pero kinuha ko ito nung na-employ na ako sa PhilHealth.
So, as Management Services Senior Vice President, di ba yun ang designation mo? Management Services,
Services.
Senior
Yes, sir.
Vice President, tama?
Yes, sir. Managing two departments, Human Resource at saka yung Physical Resources and Infrastructure Department. Meron akong diploma in Human Resource Management.
Sinabihan mo ba, Mr. Mas, si Mr. De Rosario na mag-apply for Senior Vice President?
O sir, nag-apply sila sa Senior Vice President pero hindi sila more than 5. Kaya nangyari doon, kasi ang role talaga ni Human Resource Personnel Selection Board is to shortlist 5. Maraming nag-apply pero hindi, parang 4 lang yata o 3 pagkatanda ko. So lahat sila ho ni-recommend and then sinubmit yun sa Board of Directors ng PhilHealth. So sila ho pumili from among the applicants na sinubmit.
Yung mga nag-apply ba, puro abogado, Mr. Mas?
Ano sir?
Yung mga nag-apply, puro lawyers? Are they lawyers?
Oo, sir. Mga nag-apply, mga lawyers, may isang USEC, may isang taga-PhilHealth din, na mga lawyers silang lahat.
Was Mr. De Rosario the most senior of all the lawyers who applied?
2 years lang siya, sir, as yun nga, yung hindi na ko sure kung ilang years pa lang siya naging lawyer. Pero yun naman ay dinivulge yun, no? Kasi may individual profile naman at aware naman yung board of directors na pumili sa kanila kung ano yung mga qualifications nila. Pero as to pag-deliberate at mga discussions nila, hindi na ho kami kasama doon.
Honorable
Board,
Remulla.
board na yung pumili.
Okay.
Ang appointing
Sir Chair,
authority
nung-
sa PhilHealth,
Mr. Chair.
board of directors who has the widest
Excuse me,
latitude
Mr.
of
Chair.
discretion.
Chair.
Nung maging,
Honorable Remulla,
nung
you have
maging,
your last word. No, before we proceed, Honorable Barsaga.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Just a clarification, Chairperson. Ang pagkakaintindi ko kanina, sa PhilHealth, yung mga Senior Vice President, generic. Meaning to say, they have the qualification for Senior Vice President. Tama ba?
Tama po.
Okay. Ang next question ko, Chairperson, ano ang minimum requirements for Senior Vice President?
Ang minimum requirements, Your Honor, master's degree, okay, 5 years experience, 120 hours of training.
At pangalawa, sa mga Senior Vice President, walang specific designation kung Senior Vice President for Legal, Senior Vice President for Finance, Senior Vice President for HRM. Wala yon, di ba?
Wala po, Your
Kaya
Honor.
ang nagdedetermine na lamang yung management ng PhilHealth kung saan sila ilalagay as Senior Vice President.
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
next question. Lahat nitong mga Senior Vice President, they are career officials
Yes, Your Honor.
based on civil service rules.
Yes.
Ang tanong ko po, kung sakasakali silang magre-resign, pwede ba effective immediately? Or do they have to comply with that basic requirement at least 30 days notice as provided for under the labor code?
Your Honor, I have our
Assistant Commissioner Ronquillos recognized.
ora-ora. Oo nga.
Yes,
Oh,
Your
I know
Honor.
him personally.
Good morning. Opo.
Go ahead,
Magandang umaga
Attorney
po,
Ronquillo.
Your Honor. Sa ating pong rules on resignation, hindi po pwedeng effective immediately. Pero, ang requirement po, dapat meron siyang notice of resignation. The resignation must be accepted by the head of office, and that notice of acceptance is given to the person resigning. The moment he receives the notice that his resignation is accepted, that is the time that the resignation becomes effective, Your Honor.
Wala na tayong 30 days.
Your Honor, the 30-day period will apply if the head of office refuses to act on the letter of resignation. So, for example, if he files a letter of resignation and there is no action, within 30 days, it will become effective.
So, because we want to clarify, katulad ni Atty. Del Rosario, nag-resign siya in spite of the fact that we have so many legal cases which we have to clarify with him. Ang tanong ko, inaccept na ba ng board?
Attorney Mangawang is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair, the resignation of Jojo Del Rosario was accepted yesterday
By the board or by Mr. De Jesus?
by the board, Mr. Chair, because it was the board which appointed him, so it is also the board that must accept the resignation, sir.
Was there a board resolution regarding the acceptance?
Sir, I'm still drafting the board resolution because the board meeting took place only yesterday.
So, wala pa kayong minutes.
Minutes are still being drafted, sir, but I can issue a secretary certificate
Pero
to
next question, hindi ba kinonsider ng board na hindi dapat muna i-accept ang resignation sapagkat alam naman natin ang ongoing investigation involving so many cases na ang makakasagot ay yung head ng legal, si Atty. Del Rosario. So, okay lang sa board. So, sa madaling sabi, ang nakikita namin ngayon, kahit sino sa inyo, pwede mag-resign pagkatapos wala na kaming matatanong. Ang sasagot naman ng papalit sa legal, I was not yet the head of the legal during that period and I do not know all those cases, which is a familiar answer coming from the PhilHealth officials. Okay. Just for
Honorable
the record.
Barsaga, ang isa pa hong difficulty natin dito, pwede naman po nating i-compel kahit private person to attend, pero hindi na siya on behalf of PhilHealth. Na para bang pag nag-submit tayo sa PhilHealth ng isang imbitasyon, yung kanilang leadership will be attending. At pag tinanong natin si Atty. Del Rosario, institutionally, nagre-represent siya ng opisina ng PhilHealth. So ito na ngayon ho ang isang komplikasyon dito. And yes, I agree with the Honorable Barsaga. Medyo parang yung board naman ata dapat inayos muna ng tama na may ayos to. But because as I've said, no, wala na kayong leadership dito ngayon. So at any rate, Honorable Kabatbat, you were raising your, yes.
Mr. Chair, may issue lang ako dun kanina sa video. Tapos na po ba tayo dito?
Yes.
Napanood ko kasi yung video, this is for Chairman, Commissioner Lizada. Nung napanood ko yung video, kung totoong yun yung video, hindi edited, hindi unadulterated, hindi malinaw na may suppression eh. Although parang ganun ang labas, lalo na pag binasa mo sa transcript, siguro ano lang, advice lang kay kay Commissioner Lizada. Next time mangyari yan, clarify that with your peers. Na ipaulit mo, pag yun pa rin ang instruction niya na illegal, you object. No, you don't go directly to whoever, to the Congress, to the media. Linawin nyo among yourselves kasi po Zoom na tayo ngayon eh. Yung kaninang pinapanood ko parang biglang may nag-butt in, So hindi talaga maliwanag. Piece of advice lang kay Commissioner Lizada, Mr. Chair.
Yes, okay, para isara na po itong issue ng CSE, I'd like to recognize the Honorable Commissioner Lisada in Zoom. Commissioner Lisada, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning po. Going back ho dun sa 30-day notice, under our rules po, Section 104, Rule 10, the general rule is that there should be a 30-day notice exemption. It can be earlier, provided that the employee and appointing authority mutually agree for an earlier period. And Section 104, Paragraph E, the appointing authority can suspend the effectivity of resignation when a national emergency has been declared by the appropriate authority. Just sharing po doon sa 30-day period na tinatanong niyo ho kanina. Regarding ho doon sa comment po, Mr. Chair, regarding doon sa suppression, precisely the minutes was supposed to be approved. I did not move for the approval of the minutes kasi hindi ho naka-reflect and I wanted it to work within the system. Kaya nag-prepare ho kami ng memo to include na yung phrase po niya na this information should not be shared with the public or whoever or anyone who will ask us in aid of legislation or investigation should be reflected in the minutes. Sir, it came out because I was asked during the last hearing and I would have wanted to correct it within the system. Kaya nga ako naglagay, gumawa ng memo. Thank you, Mr. Chair.